Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Alhamdulillah. Dear brothers and sisters throughout the world, today I'm presenting you the first program in the Muslim world on being a certified positive Islamic psychology life coach program based on our handbook, this handbook, Positive Islamic Psychology, a transcendent model to achieve peace, happiness and success, which is being authored by the late Allahyarham Professor Muhammad Mahdi Jenkins. This is the man. He developed this project over the last 20 years, and before he could complete his work, he passed on. Allah has loved him and taken him back to Barzah, and before he left left his manuscript. So it was then my honest duty to bring this message of an intrinsic, positive, wonderful message of Islam through the development of Islamic psychology and positive Islamic psychology, which we are trying to farm out throughout the world. So whoever is interested, whether you are a psychologist or not, you are interested in developing yourself to become an achiever in life, we have those programs. You want to become a life coach insofar as developing child development, family development, community development, corporate even, consultancy services, you can use Islamic psychology and positive Islamic psychology to transform the ummah and to help develop this intrinsic, wonderful message of Islam throughout the world, to all people in the world. This beauty of Islam should be shared with everybody in the world so that we can then project ourselves to be the true and sincere servant of Allah. And this project of this our certified online program, it is you just study, and how to study it I'm going to develop and tell you, because we appreciate that each and every one of you who see this video be part of the transforming generation, help make a better world where peace, happiness and success prevail. This is Professor Mahdi Jenkins. Before he passed on, this is what he says. So this is the book, as I told you, it's 600 plus page, the first positive Islamic psychology book in the world. And we have our model, our developmental capacity to do and transform and bring out the beautiful message of Islam to all. All right, so these are the brochures that we have. All right. So why positive Islamic psychology? This handbook is the first positive Islamic psychology handbook in the world, based on 40 years of research by Professor Jenkins, a renowned American psychologist who converted to Islam when he discovered the truth, beauty and the positive message of the worldview and the teachings of Islam. So he discovered that. So before that he was a hardcore atheist, because he even said that if anybody who's in the world is going to believe in God, he will be the last person on earth. And Allah took the challenge and alhamdulillah converted him to Islam. But along the journey from atheism, he became a Buddhist, then he became a Hindu, and finally he spent 20 years of his life spreading the message of Islam, setting up the Khalifa Institute, and today the Khalifa Education Foundation, where we have two schools. Our primary school, Khalifa Model School, and Khalifa Secondary School. You can go to our website, khalifafoundation.com. All right? This integrates modern psychology because he is a renowned psychologist. Professor Jenkins was a renowned behavioral psychologist, and he was a protege of B.F. Skinner, the father of modern behavioral psychology. But when he was doing the animal model, he realized that animals are different from human beings. Human beings have the intrinsic inner speech, which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala infused in our ruh, the symbolic language and the capacity to exercise our will. Animals do not have that. So he began to doubt the whole behavioral model, but then he developed his own model, which is part of this book, where we have what we call inner speech. We have the environmental input, we have the intrasocial and intersocial input, and we have the inner speech, which is in our model. You can see in the cover of our book, this positive Islamic psychology or Islamic psychology model, the first model in the world. So he bring this idea, all right, and he spent all his life until his death developing the Khalifa method, and I continue the work to develop positive Islamic psychology using his model and the basis of his learning, all right. And what we do, and what does he do, is integrate modern psychology with traditional Islamic works of great scholars. We integrate the works of Imam Ghazali, Ibn al-Qayyim, Ibn Khaldun, Ibn Sina, At-Tabrani, Ibn Miskiyah, and so many of them. They did the full study of psychology. And these great scholars have developed the framework of holistic integration, which we are trying to bring this. Later on, when you study through our YouTube, you will see how beautiful it is, where the model of Islam is spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical integration, the holistic model that can transform ourselves to become better human beings, balanced human beings, happy human beings, that inshallah will then be the basis of our joy in Iman and joy of existence and joy of worshipping Allah and remembering Him. Alright? And this is extensive, intensive, and transformative, inshallah. Go to our website, go to our YouTube, and just follow with us. And inshallah, you can see the depth of the research from Khalifa Institute and Khalifa Education Foundation. We are trying to spread this message to the world. And we appreciate you just become part of it. Just study online. Enjoy yourself, and there's no time limit. You can take it slowly or fast depending on you and how you're going to go about with it. So what are the opportunities when you become a life coach? Positive Islamic Psychology Life Coach. One, you can use your certification to provide training, coaching, and mentoring to your client, either full-time or part-time. So you can go to the community and be part of the community. And with our certification, inshallah, you have a proper qualification on Islamic psychology and positive Islamic psychology. Two, Positive Islamic Psychology Center will network with you to offer consultancy service globally. So we are also, inshallah, as we develop more and more of our life coaches throughout the world, we will then uptake projects with the government throughout the world, because all Muslim countries have problem of negativity, of narrow-mindedness, of Muslims being non-achievers. We transform the ummah to become achievers, and we are developing a handbook of the Positive Islamic Psychology Series 1. After this handbook, we're going to have another handbook on being achievers in life. Alright? So when you become a life coach, you can specialize in that area. We'll teach you how to use that handbook. And inshallah, from time to time, not only that we have this online program, inshallah, our team of life coach will travel the world and spread this message. Apart from the certification, we have a one-to-one, inshallah, interaction throughout the world, inshallah. Number three, we will appreciate all certified life coach support our vision and mission, because this whole idea of Professor Mahdi Jenkins is to spread this positive message of Islam. So we expect you, once you are certified, to help support our work, especially our school. We have our primary school, alhamdulillah, we have paid for it. Now we have our secondary school, which we are developing in Malaysia, in Salak Tinggi, Malaysia, and that school is going to cost us 12 million ringgit. So we are trying to find the funds to do that. Okay, so inshallah, you can be part of this fundraising approach using crowdfunding and all that. And then you can come to Malaysia, see our good work, and see how you can be part of this global mission to transform the ummah using positive Islamic psychology. So we hope that you are a certified positive Islamic psychology. Join us, our coach training program, fully transforming the ummah to be the best of humanity to achieve peace, happiness, and success in the 21st century. So what are the objectives? To provide training program to certify life coaches throughout the world, set up a pool of PIP life coaches, help create a flourishing Muslim ummah. That is our objective. Benefits: transform yourself, attain peace and happiness and success in this world and the hereafter, become a certified PIP coach, build a career as a life coach, help the ummah, conduct programs for parents, schools, institutes, communities, corporate sectors, etc. Alright, government and so on. Who should attend? So anybody can attend. You need not be a psychologist, because we are not training you to become counselors yet. But those who have bachelor degree or master's degree in psychology, then they can become counselors, registered counselors. For example, in Malaysia, you go to register yourself, and you can have this as an added certification. So you can be counselors, coaches, corporate trainers, students, parents, psychologists, teachers, youth activists, caregivers, managers, NGO activists, government servant, anybody. All right? So how to go about with it? Very, 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 very simple. Go to our YouTube, Islamic Psychology PIP. Okay? We are developing, now we have more than 65 videos. Inshallah, you go to another YouTube, Islamic Motivation PIP. This Islamic Motivation PIP, we have a model on being achievers in life. So if you want to do corporate, for example, you want to be a certified corporate life coach, you must go to this site. Then we have the PIP Da'wah, where we give talks throughout Malaysia right now, at the universities and so on, where we do Da'wah work. Okay? So when you become a certified, you want to become a certified life coach online, your study of content is very simple. Just buy this book. All right, it's $30 only, excluding the cost of courier, because courier service is very expensive. Example, even we sell this book at $30, the courier to send to UK, because it's one more than 1 kilo, it costs $50. So if you are in UK, for example, it is $30 plus $50 is $80 we courier to you this book. Or you can then access online. We are trying to put this book, the online version, in our website, islamicspsychology.net. Go back to islamicspsychology.net and you can buy this book online. But that is not complete yet. Inshallah, over the next few weeks, we will complete that job. And then you study. This is the chapter in the book. Chapter 1 on positive Islamic psychology, principle number 1, knowing the creator and the created universe. Chapter number 2, positive Islamic psychology, second principle, the holistic transcendent nature of the human self. Chapter 3, the third principle of positive Islamic psychology, on being the vicegerent of God, Khalifah of Allah on this earth. Chapter number 4, positive Islamic psychology, principle, holistic principle of human behavior and laws of learning. Then we have chapter 5, the positive Islamic psychology model, all the description you must know of how to approach this Islamic psychology from our positive Islamic psychology model. Then chapter 6 is practical application of positive Islamic psychology in your daily life. Example, practicing basic principles of Islam, application of contemplation and meditation techniques like calm breathing, Asmaul Husna, practical application of inner dialogue speech technique, and so on. Chapter 7, practical application of Islamic psychology on CBT, cognitive behavior therapy, and we develop ours, positive Islamic cognitive behavior therapy, to overcome depression, panic, anxiety, and all the other psychological problems. And then chapter 8, practical application for manual for shaping children. They say those who want to do children or family development have to master this. And then chapter number 9, applying positive Islamic psychology handbook to develop Khalifah Circle. How we can be activists for community development. All right? And then chapter 10 is integrating permaculture and how we're going to live as a community that is trying to shape the world so that we can overcome the problem of climate change. If we are not going to change this world in terms of climate change and the destruction that is being done by this so-called modern industrial fossil fuel based civilization, we are all doomed. In 50 years we won't be around, all right, because of this extreme climate change that is going to happen. So what we do, how to solve that? We Muslims must be on the forefront. Go back to a holistic lifestyle of permaculture, and inshallah we can create community of excellence where we can live a modern life, a peaceful life, a wonderful life, but integrating a very simple way of life where we have a very low carbon footprint. Okay, so what are the 4 areas I've told you? You can specialize in 4 areas. 1, certified coach specializing in children and family achievers, CCFA. So after your name, you can add CCFA. Certified coach for youth achievers, CCYA. Certified coach in corporate excellence, CCCE. Corporate certified coach in community development, CCCD. All right, these are the 4 areas you can specialize, and our mentor will then mentor you in either one of these. You choose one first and then move on. Then you can choose the second one and the third one. We are open to that. Okay. So how do we go about our training? We have our on-video line training. This online video training, you just go to where? You go to YouTube, Islamic Psychology PIP. There is more than 65 videos. Inshallah, over time, I'm loading, inshallah, very frequently, every day. We will have more than 200 videos for training purposes. This is a video where you learn. This is not a just for fun kind of video where we go into real depth in terms of Islamic psychology, in terms of Al-Imam Ghazali, in terms of philosophy, in terms of how you want to change the ummah, and so on. Then we have online webinar and hybrid training program from time to time. We have holistic accelerated learning techniques, so we're going to give you accelerated learning technique like mind mapping and so on, which I'm an expert on. Inshallah, we will help you to learn that way. Visual presentation and online discussion. So you do your assignment, you give your video presentation to us either on PowerPoint plus your presentation, and then we will then discuss. Research assignments and paper presentation, hands-on practical assignments, group discussion and presentation, mind mapping, role play exercises, and so on. So it looks very heavy, but it's not actually very heavy. Yeah? You can pick up some of these. All right. So how to study this? Purchase a handbook, all right, or buy the soft copy. It's only $10. We are trying to upload into our website where you can order by paying. Study the handbook as per the training program. View the online video. All right. Which are the video? Islamic Psychology PIP, Islamic Motivation PIP, Islamic Da'wah. All right, website islamicspsychology.net, email islamicspsychology17@gmail.com. Study the video, prepare for your assignment, project, and coursework. Select an area of specialization, complete it, and upon completion, you'll get your certification. So, Program fee is 300 USD to get certified. You can view our videos and study everything for free. There's no charge. But if you want to be certified by us, we have a fee of 300 USD. Local formulation is cheaper, RM 1,000 ringgit. All right. But we give 50% discount for student, undergraduates, and unemployed graduates. And we have full sponsorship for those who are very poor. You come from a very poor country. You saw this program, and you cannot afford, not a cent. Inshallah, we would sponsor you because we are a da'wah foundation. We are a foundation. Our work is da'wah. Our mission is to transform the ummah. And we are trying our level best to spread, to train thousands of certified life coaches through our online program, and later on face-to-face as we travel the world to spread this positive message of Islam. All this trying in our level best to be the sincere servant and the Caliph of Allah, striving to make ourselves good, helping others to be good, making the world good, inshallah.